Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duck Bricks. I'm Chris, and today we are going to be combining the brand new LEGO 2024 Monkie Kid Megapolis set with the existing City of Lantern set, as well as the Team Hideout and all of the other modular LEGO Monkie Kid buildings. This is the latest expansion to the modular Monkie Kid City lineup, and I am so excited that there is actually an official way to combine all of these sets into one massive, well, Megapolis. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the existing City of Lanterns, take the Team Hideout set, which you can see right here, but also kind of go around the city and take all of the different smaller bits and pieces of LEGO Monkie Kid buildings, like you've got the Panda Restaurant, you have one of the apartment buildings over here, and combine them all into one massive complex and see how they all fit together. And so, without further ado, let's jump right in to the combination. Okay, so this is the Megapolis City set, and before we get started, I do want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am unfortunately still on probation with the LEGO Ambassador Network for inadvertently leaking the original LEGO Braille Brick set. I did not realize that was supposed to be a set, so I was on 6 months probation for that. That has now been extended an additional 2 months because I did not realize that Europe had their daylight savings time a week before the US, so an automatic video went out about an hour early for the LEGO Modular History Museum reveal, so that one's totally on me. So I actually will not be getting any review sets until past April of next year. However, LEGO simply just messed up and forgot, or something was changed with their system and accidentally sent me this set, and I received the go-ahead that I am allowed to do reviews of this and make videos on it, so thank you to LEGO for sending me this set for review by accident. I promise I'll give a very, very in-depth review, and I'll be honest and fair with my assessment of the set itself, but of course it is very exciting to get this brand new LEGO Monkie Kid set with all sorts of fun references, including a Bionicle reference. So if there was one set for me to get sent early, this was the one, and I do want to thank the folks over at LEGO Ambassador Network for being kind and saying I can still do videos on it, even though it was their mistake to send this one a little bit early to me when I technically am still on probation. The center set here is the brand new 80054 Megapolis City. This is the newest LEGO Monkie Kid set, retailing for $190 US. Right alongside here is set number 80036. It is the Monkie Kid City of Lanterns, which retails for $160 US. And here is 80044 Monkie Kids Team Hideout, which retails for $130 US. Altogether, these three massive builds are advertised to be able to combine into a giant city. Thanks to the instruction manual of the Megapolis set, we can see a very close look as to what the city actually looks like, and we're going to be using this as the template for combining these three sets. However, that's not it, because all throughout the LEGO Monkie Kid run, we've also gotten a number of other buildings that are actually compatible with this style of city building. Over here you can see the Panda Store, which was featured in the Demon Bull truck. Here is the Demon Bull Gateway area, which was featured in May's motorcycle. Up there is a small building that was factored into the original Monkie Kid mech, which you can see is Monkey King's apartment, as well as even a little small poly bag for the Monkie Kid marketplace. Altogether, I will do my best to first combine the three larger sets, but then see if there are any alternate configurations we can do that also factor in these smaller buildings that are literally made to also combine with these sets here. And the first thing that we need to do in order to accomplish this is to actually remove pretty much everything from the places that they originally are. You see, the way this system is set up is that it is supposed to be fully modular, and thanks to the way the system is laid out, we actually are supposed to fully separate out every single one of the buildings from all of these individual sets before we even get started. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to start with the tallest ones and really just try to set aside all of the different modules of these cities themselves. And yes, because it is a modular system, everything is its own unique standalone building, which is really convenient for this disassembly because that means I can actually take every single individual component of every single one of the sets and really just go crazy in terms of being able to arrange them in whatever order that I want. Thankfully, they are left with these very handy bases, which allow you to reconfigure and swap the components all the way around. So I'm going to really start with that by trying to figure out the buildings here. But before we mount them on the bases, I figured something that might actually be pretty fun is to showcase what the buildings all look like lined up in a row, because I feel like
like that is another completely valid cityscape that you can choose to do with the buildings here, and I think that's another pretty cool way of looking at it and trying to see what you can do with a building like this, especially because there's so many different things that can be done with all the different buildings included in the set itself. And so I'm almost there, just kind of trying to get the buildings that were introduced for the team hideout right now, right before we wrap up with all of the different designs here. And now I think we have it. Here are all of the individual little buildings that have been factored into the Monkey Kid Street. And so let's take a look at all of them all together first. Set aside, here's what all the individual little building components look like. I'm actually really satisfied with all these, and I think it's really cute how all of them are their own separate individual modules, where you can see just the amount of love and care that went into making every single one of these very cute buildings. But now it's time to make the Mega Megapolis, and here you can see this is the end result we are going for. That is really big, and I cannot wait to actually have this be fully combined. It's gonna look awesome, so let's figure out how this works right now. The first thing we're going to want to do is actually set aside all of these smaller buildings and bits and pieces and focus on where the foundational elements are going to be set out. Thankfully, all of these sets come with a ton of extra different copies of the little tiny bits of Technic pins, so it makes it really easy to just be able to move stuff around and attach things together where I need to. So first, we're going to set aside all of these pieces and then bring over our foundational marks. So let me move aside the foundation of the track here. The City of Lanterns with the monorail is probably going to be the one that is modified the least because, again, you can't really change around the track layout. It is what it is, so that's what it's going to look like right there. But then we will also bring alongside this one right here, which is another bit of a foundation for the Megapolis, and it looks like the team hideout sections, aka there's a mountain section and kind of a valley section. Each of these form their own separate little bits, so we're gonna take the mountain here, put that alongside here, barely fitting in the review studio. I'm actually not really sure how I'm going to even record this because there's just so much going on. But then we're going to get the next point, which is the bottom base, and set it aside around here. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to go from left to right. First of all, it looks like we actually need to take one of these sections of the team hideout and place some buildings on the side of it. So I'm going to set all these aside and get that section right here. Now, the interesting thing looks to me that I don't even see this section being attached. This is a separate building here. I don't even see that on the manual. Oh, it's in there. Oh my goodness. Where on earth is this going to go? I can see the roof of it. Okay, so that doesn't go there. Instead, we're going to take the Lego store, which is right here. So we're going to take the Lego store, stick that alongside there. Is that right? Oh no, I don't think so. I think the Lego store actually sits here at an angle. Yeah, so the Lego store goes here at an angle. Interesting. I don't know if I'm doing that correctly. It kind of needs to fit in like this. I think this is right. I think it's like this. There's a way that it fits in at an angle here that is not supposed to be super complicated. Maybe if I take the pins off of the side, if it's hitting something. It shouldn't be this complicated to figure out how this goes in. There it is. Okay. I guess it goes in like that. I don't know. I'm not super convinced. How is the other one like before? The other one was like this, but we need it to be like this. There we go. Okay, Lego store's in. Now it looks like we take the Snap railing. Where's the Snap railing? It is a shorter piece here. That right here. Stick that onto the side. So that is a little bit of an eating area that just kind of sticks onto the side here. And there is a lobster sign that sticks off of the side here as well. Here's the lobster sign, almost like a hidden side-esque sign, and that just goes right alongside there. Okay, so that's what that is. That attaches up here. Next up, it looks like we have to take the temple bit from the other part of that team hideout set and put it up here. So this is a temple that is now sitting on top of this aspect right here. Okay, that looks about right to me. Sure, and now we attach that onto this roller coaster or train aspect here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the blue. Oh, wait, did the non-friction ones get removed or no? Or does this whole thing come out? Because this is an angled part. So let's see. Huh. You know, I can't actually tell. I wish there were more than one image of this, because this is actually kind of difficult. But I'm... Okay, so if it looks like this, looks like that... No, I'm pretty sure it's at an angle. Hard to say, hard to say. Hold on, let me see what that looks like. If this is attached here... I think it's actually like that. Okay, so I'm going to go out on a limb and not include this angle section for now. We'll change it if we need to. And then we can start putting on some of the other buildings. So it says to put on Pigsy's restaurant here. That one is easy. Ooh. No book signing piece though. So this is the book signing part that goes off. We're going to remove the book signing element and just stick the restaurant here. There we go. So that is another little bit that's set aside. Okay. I think I see the slot machine Azure Lion building here. Where did that building go? That goes here. Okay, so this one goes right there. Interesting. I like how they're really configuring everything around. Like, they're really changing around how everything goes here. This restaurant looks like it sits here, so that is moved up a little bit. Okay, so that is moved up. And then we have what looks to be a set of stairs. Now, I don't know which stairs those are, but I don't see a monorail sign, so I'm going to guess they're these. So these stairs go up here. They don't really lead to anywhere, which is a little bit unfortunate how you lose some of the visual consistency of the movement there. And then you have the book signing piece here. Okay, so you have the book signing piece, which sits here. Okay, fine. And then the space elevator, which brings you all the way up. So we've got the space elevator here. Let me get the book out. Space elevator there. Okay. Sure, that one covers the restaurant a little bit, but I guess I can turn the tree this way. Okay. Okay. And then directly behind that is where things get interesting, because I think that this somehow attaches on around here. And this is where I get a little bit confused, because I can't really see this area. So it's not 100% clear to me where things actually attach. But if I'm looking at this correctly, this piece is removed, so this whole microphone piece comes off because I don't see it, and I believe that a few different pieces attach onto here instead. So we have a cloud piece, which was kind of an angle connector. Let me grab that. So that's this cloud piece here. That goes onto here, and then I see a little bit of a stall on one end, so that must be this goes here. And that stall has got to connect, I would assume connect to this. But then that is actually hitting, so it can't be that. Oh, man. I mean, okay, I think I see some green. It could... Jeez, I don't know. I don't know what goes here. This is quite difficult. What I'm looking at is, I just can't see what goes there. Like, right here, how does this all attach, right? Because we've got... This is fun. This is like a puzzle. Like, I kind of want to figure this out. Like, this is interesting. Okay, well, maybe it'll be easier to just continue on with and use up some of these other pieces so I know what pieces are not used. So first of all, we have this. I am pretty sure that this is where the other pieces come in, because this to me looks like it is mounted at an angle and not completely 90 degrees. So I think that the angle piece comes in here actually. I'm gonna mount that to the side, and we're gonna put that at an angle here. So I think that looks right to me. this whole thing comes off. Okay, so that does not attach, and instead we take a staircase and this. A staircase and this. Maybe... Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Why would they use the monorail staircase here and not there? I might actually change that. I don't like that. That feels weird to me. So you see what I mean? There's a staircase with the monorail sign on it, but they're choosing... They literally say to put it here instead of there. Well, we'll put it in the official configuration first, but I'm going to say I'm probably going to change that because that doesn't feel right to me. But we've got that here regardless, and then now we have this part, which attaches on the side like so. So I'm going to get these 2 pins, put this on the side there, and then it's capped off by this. So it's capped off by this, and I suspect that might actually be a nice way for us to be able to attach on some of the other buildings at the end, but we're going to get there and cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, awesome. So that is settled. Ooh, you know, I never used this component yet. This might factor into how this is attached. But first, let's put the buildings on, so save us some confusion here. This building goes right here, I want to say? But now that hits the sign. Unless the sign has been moved. No, this actually looks like it goes in between. So there's got to be another... Oh... Another building before this that goes in between. That might be this. That might actually be this. Because if we had this, and then... we have this, and then this. So that extends outwards like so. Is it really that big? I don't know. I feel like I've done something wrong here. But now if I put this here... Maybe, because then it says to get this piece, and whoops, completely broke that. Oh man, I just completely demolished this piece right here. All the pieces are coming off of this one right now, so let me just stick that back on. There we go. This has to now remove this element and go here. Does that work? Does that look like it's in the right spot? I don't know. I feel like this looks like it's supposed to be here. It's hard to tell. The perspective is hard to tell. Because everything's at a bit of an angle. Well, that definitely doesn't fit there. Oh, man. No, I think... And what's that? I'm missing this. I'm missing this, and this... What? Oh, they've extended the monorail. No way, right? Have they extended the monorail? Wait, Okay, well, hold up. Yes, they have. Yes, they've extended the monorail. That's what's causing my confusion. Wait, this is way more complicated than I thought. Way more complicated than I thought it would be. Holy moly. Yeah, this isn't even here. So that explains it. They've extended the monorail. Where are they getting the track? Oh, they're getting the track from here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, that's clever. Oh, that's clever. Oh, wow. I genuinely did not see that coming. Holy moly. Okay, we're going to have to rethink all of this now. Because now, oh man, oh my goodness, that is clever. That, I commend that so much. Okay. This now becomes a monorail stanchion, and then where does this go? Because this is just removed. Oh, that's meant to be removed. It's meant to be removed like that. Oh, that is so clever. Okay, so... Okay. I see how this is. I see. This comes off like that. This whole thing detaches, and you use the monorail track that's on the back here. You remove that, so you have an extra piece of track, and you take this piece, you put it in there. Now you have your monorail extended. Oh my gosh, that's clever. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, I have massive new respect for this. I will admit it, I was being a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but nah, like this is good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that, put this in here, attach that this way. Okay, so now there's a whole monorail attachment here. Holy moly, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so now this whole piece, kind of a shame you don't see the stickers anymore, but now this goes here. Is that going to be supported? I wonder if there's something underneath that. Okay, anyway, that goes there. Now we have room for this. But my number of studs doesn't make sense anymore. Because that looks like it should go there. But then what goes in between this, the space elevator? Hold on, okay. Oh, the music store. Okay, I see. I've missed the music store. So that's why. That's not even covering the thing now. So that solves that problem. Okay. So that book signing here. So book signing, move that across by 1. And then get the stairs that move across here. And then we get this building across here. Oh man. Oh, that's cool. I love how you extend the monorail. That's so awesome. And then you get the music store right here. Ah, okay. Perfect. And look at that. The monorail track is now extended out. Very cool. Okay, so now that big question mark has been settled, I think then this can attach here. Right? Yeah, that looks... I don't know. Does the monorail go through this? There's something crazy going on here, because this looks like it is flush. Oh my god, it is. There's no way, because this is no longer here. This sign is now moved to over here. So there's something crazy going on to integrate this into the monorail structure itself. Oh, what on earth? Okay, well, easy one first. This can be removed. And there must be a reason as to why everything was blocked a certain way. So we're going to remove that track. Can this squeeze in here? Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, that's close. This set was so clearly designed to fit perfectly here that I'm honestly just blown away. It's so good. It works so well. Like, it is shocking to me how well everything just fits together. Remarkable. Simply remarkable. The engineering that went into this is sublime. This is requiring a lot more changing around of base layouts than I thought it would, but for being very worth it. Okay, so this goes into here. I'm going to attach it via pins so everything is strong. So I'm going to attach this and that via pins. Oh, there must be a pin in the way there. Alright. Let's see. Pin here. Oh, middle pin is the issue. Okay. So you really have to fiddle around with it a little bit. But yeah, okay, so that's connected. Now we're going to connect to the next roller coaster track piece, connecting up here. And I wonder if I can, like take this and put it under here to act as a support for the roller coaster. Oh my god, yeah. Holy, that's intentional. Okay, wait, let me showcase this. You see how you have now, you had a random black box there, and I was like, why did they put a random box there? Well, that was literally put there to support this lantern piece now being used to support the track. Holy moly, that is genius. That is some forward planning. I have massive respect for that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now it should be a little bit smoother to figure out where stuff goes, because then the hotel clearly goes up here, and then you've got the Ferris wheel that goes up there as well with the time claw attached. Yeah, I think that's the next building there. So that goes right up there. And then you have something there with a... What is that? No, that's the Ferris wheel seat. There's a space for something. I don't know what, but I know that this is supposed to go here. So we're going to remove the clip for the roller coaster track. Put that here. Okay, something could go there, but maybe it would hit the roller coaster if it did. So maybe it doesn't. Okay. And then it's asking you to remove the Neza sign here and move it in one. So I move it in by one. Okay. Sure. No problemo. Actually, it should be moved down by one, I think, as well. So this goes down, in and down by one, so it doesn't hit the stanchion. Okay. Then I take the building for May's building, put that here from the team hideout. Well, maybe I did mount it up to, or maybe I mounted it too low. Oh no, that's perfect. Okay. So that goes in like that. Perfect. Then this goes in like this. Also perfect. However, this does not go there. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Did I mess something up? Because I don't think... Was that supposed to be removable? There's a staircase here. Does this actually separate off? No. Oh, maybe it does go there. Okay. Oh, just barely fits underneath here. Yeah. Okay, cool. That works. Awesome. Okay, so that's this. And then there's got to be something else here. Oh, it must be the other end of the cloud, maybe? Because I see a curve. It's hard to say. There's something here. There's something white here. You know what? We'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. And then we get to attaching this. So this attaches onto there. And aside from the other additional pieces, I'm curious what else we have, because so this is all one thing. So I'm gonna set aside the additional stuff. This attaches on like this onto here. Okay. And what are we left with? What is left? What is left? Oh wow, that is one big complex. What's left is a panda store opening here. Okay, that goes there. There's no way we left this. There's no way this is just off. There's got to have been an official spot for this, and obviously there are places I could put it. But so we are left with these, this, and this, and of course there are the other buildings, right? We're not talking about the other buildings for now. Oh, I think I see where... I see it, I see it. I see where this goes. This goes on one open building spot that we had open. That goes right inside here. Okay, let me see if I can squeeze that in. It is the only open building spot. Oh, and then even these trees have to be removed, but you can slide it in through here. There we go. Okay, so that's in. That's perfect. That's in there. Anything else we are missing? Well, we've got all these little bits and pieces. There's a white element on the instruction manual. There is a white element. There's a white element right there. You see it? It's right there. I just need to figure out what that is, because that is our final piece. That is our last bit to finishing. Oh my goodness, this looks so cool. To finishing this massive city. Oh, that's just this. That is definitely just this. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, that is just that. Okay. There's really the Lego store, the Lego vending machine is left off. That I find hard to believe. Does that just go here? I mean, we could just put it... Maybe that does just go, because there is a little bit of a spot for it. I think if I just move this over, I don't know if that's correct, but if I just move everything here over by a little bit, which is how it's supposed to be, then we can actually fit this in like so. And I think that totally works. Okay. I think that's everything. I think we've done it. There's still this, like the red sun area, there's like a nice sign. I bet I could find places to put these. But overall, I believe this is the official layout. The official layout, as far as I can tell, does not include this. At least I don't visually see it anywhere. I could put it like here, or I could put it... I mean, there are a number of places I could put it. This is pretty nice. I'll find a spot to put it. Doesn't include like this little thing, this, and of course it doesn't include any of the additional buildings which we have off to the side there. But for an official layout, this is pretty cool. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so this is the Monkie Kid Mega Megapolis, showcased all of the 3 major LEGO Monkie Kid City sets combined in what looks to be the official layout. I have kept it as close as possible to the official layout as I can for this initial showing. I believe I've gotten everything basically 100% correct, at least as far as I can tell. What's left over are only these little bits here and there, which of course I'll find a way to combine everything in the city very shortly, including the additional buildings that were not actually factored into this original layout. Now this is a really great looking city, and I really love how you actually are able to integrate the monorail for Pigsy here to really travel alongside the length of all of the cities themselves. Unfortunately, it does tend to sometimes hit the tower here, but for the most part it is pretty okay, and I love how you were able to actually lengthen the way the monorail travels alongside the entire city itself, making it just feel that much larger by the very smart inclusion of roller coaster pieces, one on the top of the City of Lanterns, and the other on the top of the main Monkie Kid Megapolis City. Now this is truly a sight to behold, and honestly the first thing I was a little bit wary about was how the actual team hideout areas would integrate, because they are a little bit more nature focused with the mountains, but I really do love how they kind of bookend the entire thing, where it feels like this has been built into one big mountain going even higher than maybe the original mountain itself. It's just so well done in all the different details that you can see here, and it just feels so lived in. You can see that the track of the train just goes all the way around the city itself. You've got all sorts of different scenes going alongside the market here, and I definitely will be adding on the other buildings as well to make it feel even more fleshed out. And honestly, with the official layout, I only do have one minor con, and that's that you've got the monorail sign of the stairs here, and then you have another stair element the same exact width that just doesn't have a monorail sign, and it's just like right where the monorail is. And it also is kind of a little bit unsightly with just the support structure showing here. I feel like I'm going to just go ahead and switch those out because it just feels like it makes common sense to have the monorail sign by the monorail track, but otherwise, everything here made a remarkable amount of sense putting together. It was very, very satisfying to see like, oh my goodness, you actually extend this entire base out by one just by nature of the way it's built. That was so impressive to me. So overall, big fan of the way the city turned out, and of course let me know in the comments if you plan to do this as well. But we're not done here, oh no, because I do want to actually make custom modifications to not only make it my own, but also to factor in the other buildings as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and put the instruction manual away and just focus in on making a few minor changes that I want to make. The first one is very obvious. I just want to switch out the stairwell here, so that stairwell doesn't make too much sense to me being over there. Let's just go ahead and do an old switcheroo. So I'm going to take this stairwell, put it over here where it makes sense to include with the monorail sign because it is right by the monorail, unless that was intentional. No. Oh no, I see why. No, the LEGO designers are smarter than me. There is a little bit of a stress added on because it just barely hits the oh man, I'm just destroying Tang's book sales area here. There's a bit of stress because it is actually hitting the actual structure of the main strut, so I can't do that. PSA, you cannot do this. Oh, that's good to know. Very unfortunate, but that now explains completely why they have it this way and not the other way. Okay, that makes sense. I'm sure the designers, if there was a way to put it in easily, they would have done that. Okay, that makes sense. Oh well. Can't do that, but we'll keep it in the way it's supposed to be now. That makes total sense. Okay, but now we can actually go ahead and start adding in some of these other details. So first of all, the first thing I want to add is remove that and actually add the Monkey King Marketplace here. This is a bit of a marketplace area, which is, of course, a very nice little polybag set, but of course polybags are very useful as well, so we're going to go ahead and take the Technic pins that I've got over here and add it in to the sides. So I think I definitely have the extra Technic pins are probably sitting under one of these buildings. Oh man, I just destroyed that. I keep on smashing this apart. How does this keep falling apart? Okay, let me go ahead and get this back here. Wow, this is a pretty fragile building here. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too rough with it, but what this should do is be removable. Oh man, I'm just completely breaking apart this entire thing. What am I doing? Okay, can I get this out? Yes. Tight squeeze, but yes, got it out. I believe that underneath it's under the other building. It's not even under this one. I thought it was under this one, were the extra Technic pins. But okay, I'll get it from the other building. Over here. Okay. So now we have some extra Technic pins to play around with to really just be able to add new bits and pieces to the city itself. Technic pins, I'm just going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 might be enough. Yeah, we'll grab that for now, or we'll grab 10. We'll grab 10 and then go from there. A little bit hard for my big figure hands to reach here. Wow, oh my gosh. Okay, got a pin there, got a pin there. Perfect. Okay, so now we can... Oh man, there we go, destroying this building again. Oh my goodness. How did this go? That went something like that. Close enough. I think this looks good to me. I think that's correct. Okay, so that goes under the sign there. Very tight squeezes for some of these, but we're gonna make it work. This one goes underneath here, like so. Okay, fantastic. Extra pins. So first of all, we do have an extra bit of the marketplace here. I feel like this marketplace stall just... Oh, that was something that fell off there. Coincides nicely with another bit here. That was a lantern piece. Oh, where did that come from? Oh man, I have no idea where that came from. Okay, well that's gone. Man, yeah, there was a lantern that was on here at some point. Wow, where did that come from? Huh. Yeah, I have no idea where this came from. Okay, well, whatever. That's going in the parts bin, but this other additional market is going to be added on to the kind of stalls of markets here, because I feel like it makes more sense to have multiple different market stalls be factored into this side of the buildings. So we've got a few different ones here. Whoa! Okay, and there go all the Technic pins. Wow, I'm sorry folks, it's pretty late at night. It's like 4 a.m., so I'm kind of tired. But let's get all these pins all the way up. Definitely want to get this video done, so let's be careful, a little bit more careful in attaching that. There we go. Okay, 2 different market stalls. Finally, a little bit more complicated than it should have been to attach those on my end, but my apologies. And then I wonder if we can actually attach this blockade part here. I think that could be pretty interesting, because that could maybe be like a Iron Bull blockade. Although now the market stalls are too long, so what I will do is I will first separate those out, take the blockade, put it here, because I feel like we want to have the larger buildings be more visible, and we're gonna see if we can attach that blockade up here, which is just a bit of a defense the Iron Bull demons have set up for anyone wanting to enter the city itself. And now we can actually add in, here's perfect. We'll add in the Red Sun's little hot brewery area here for the meat, for you to be able to enjoy that there. Okay, I think that makes sense. Now, I wonder if there's somewhere where we can easily integrate this building without having to displace one of the other ones. Maybe if there's a spot in the city where this makes sense, because yeah, I could just keep on sticking it at the end of things, but I feel like it makes more sense to find a more organic place for all of these buildings. We do still have the underside of the city, the reverse side, so we have the other side completely, where we could put buildings, but maybe, let me see if this might actually make more sense here. do, I'm going to put this on top of that. Maybe not. I actually like the way the temple is set up there. It feels like you're transitioning upwards to the city. Ooh, maybe instead of the noodle restaurant, I'll put this building in. Oh, but it has to be flush. It has to be congruent. So no, that has to stay in. Let me see. I might actually have to start putting it around the back, or continuing it around the sides here. So I can continue buildings around these sides. So what I could do is separate out this right here. Ooh, I've got an idea. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. And we're going to have it actually wrap around. So I will take this 90-degree converter here, and we are going to cause this to actually be able to wrap around, so then we can have bits and pieces going one way and then the other way. I think that makes the most sense. So yes, okay, how are we going to do this? Well, let me think. Does it make sense for the markets to be there? The tree over the markets? But then this is now hitting the stairs, so we need a bit of a buffer. I need a buffer piece, and I think a good buffer might be this right here. So that, but then that only has an attachment here. There's ways to do it custom, but I don't want to resort to that yet. I want to be able to actually figure out a way to make this layout work without any sort of custom components. I think then we're going to have to do this, put the cloud piece there, and then what I will do is actually attach the cloud piece onto this, which is the cloud little temple area. So that attaches onto here, and now we have workable space. It's a little bit janky, but now we have workable space to put in some of these other buildings, which will be great once I'm able to have some room to squeeze it in. So I'm going to take the marketplaces and maybe put the marketplaces here, because I think that works a little bit better there. And then we can actually have our buildings continue along here. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay, I'm liking this, because then we can have buildings going this way. Oh, there isn't another end to this building. This is the end of something. Okay, well, we'll put it here. Let's put the Panda Shop second location here. You know, this is the Pandas are really expanding their franchises here. So we've got like one Panda store, which is right here. And then what we can do is have this be a rock that goes around here, curves right around, and then we can put MK's apartment in like so. Although now this is like a long train of extra stuff. Like this feels clearly added on. Like it's a little bit too long. Aesthetically speaking, I don't know how I like it. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that. I don't know. It does feel like it is tacked on. Well, first of all, I'll put this here because I feel like this is a nice spot for this. This is a good overhanging area, so we'll put this here. Let me think about what the best area for a lot of these would be. So we'll put like a tree here. I think that works out nicely because that covers up some stuff. Put the karaoke thing here. Okay. So we've got the little stuff taken care of for the most part. I don't like this. I don't like how it feels like it's not part of the city. But I wonder if there's even a way to integrate it whatsoever. Like, is there a nice way to integrate it? Because this is all off the side without splitting this up, because I really don't want to split up what they've already done with the main configuration. Oh, I do have space on the other side. Maybe I should start looking at that. I think maybe I should start looking at this. Because this could easily instead be something like this. Let me see. My goal is to really have everything curve in. Like, having things curve in would be nice. So if I put this... I think I've got it. I think I've got a better idea. And that is splitting up the polybag. The polybag piece is actually going to be integral here because it's a nice small little junction point. But what it can do is be a little bit of a spacer. So I'll put a spacer there. And then we can attach this in like so. Oh, but does a polybag fit? Polybag might not fit. Oh, barely. It does. It does. Okay, so the polybag just barely fits in there. It's a tight squeeze. But now we've got the Panda restaurant, which is actually, it feels a little bit more nicely integrated in. Like that is... It's actually all attached. Yeah, like this whole thing is attached. Now we can take this here. I think we should leave this. I should stop messing with this. This was fine as it is. So that's okay. That's all right. We'll leave this building here. Leave that building there. I think that's fine. Now we can go ahead and take this and add it around the corner. So here we can actually start to wrap things around. We can wrap things around this way, which is going to be a lot nicer than just having them be like this. Oh, and then we could put that there after we move stuff around. Okay, I think this is a lot nicer. Because then we can take this little area, stick that here. Very nice. That goes around there. Then we can even take this cloud attachment piece, put it at an angle, and then put this here maybe? Yeah, maybe put that there. And then the apartment building is the tough one because there aren't any connection points here. The only connection points are here, making this have to be the ending of a point. Maybe what I can do is just... What if I put it here instead and made that be the ending? So that's the ending there. I actually feel like that works nicely there. That works nicely there. Then I just have this continue along here. Maybe we don't use that cloud piece. We have this wrap here. Remove this. Have that attached there. Remove this. Now we just have the crab advertisement sign, which we don't actually need to leave there because that wraps around nicely. But this we can put pretty much anywhere we want, right? Like this could go on the side of a lot of things. Like that could go here. That could go there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think we got it now. Oh, we just have this little thing. Come on, we can find a place for this. We can find a place for the last little windowsill. Leave no stone unturned. I mean, you know what? We're gonna put it here. There. Done. Okay, fully done. I think we've done it. This is the complete layout combining every single MK building set. So that is everything they have ever done as a building that is compatible with the system to my memory is here. That is again to my memory. I might have forgotten like one. I sure hope I didn't though. I don't think I did. I think I got everything. I'm pretty sure this is like every single bit of building they've ever done is now factored into this one massive layout. Now for the fun part, which is going to be actually figuring out a way to integrate this into my Lego city downstairs in this particular layout. But let's take a closer look at this layout first. Yes, I missed one. That was the Lady Bone Demon's throne there. Despite the complaints of the citizens of Monkey Kid City, unfortunately, her request to factor in her throne has been granted, and I have managed to fit it in right there. But now here it is. This is the ultimate Lego Monkey Kid City featuring every single one of the buildable modular buildings from MK And oh my goodness, is this a sight to behold. Obviously, the core city that LEGO proposes has remained intact, but instead I've switched out a massive Iron Bull gateway here to allow you to really be able to blockade the entrance and guard it. You also have Monkey Kid's apartment there, which is a really nice addition from the Monkey King mech set. And then over here, you have a little bit of an area snaking all the way around thanks to two different 90-degree connectors and the poly bag, which is squeezed into the corner right there. I managed to actually have this whole loop that goes around, which still makes it feel like it is part of the city. That's very congruent and makes it even feel like the city has layers, given that these are some of the shorter elements of it. It feels like this is kind of an older layer of the city, and then you move up and get to some of the more ancient towns. Of course, LEGO has managed to weasel their way into this ancient town regardless, but then you get into the main city itself, and that's what that looks like here. Overall, I'm really proud of what I've been able to do to be able to come up with combining all of these sets together in a layout that makes sense to me, but I'm now super curious that once you get your hands on these sets, let me know down in the comments if you've done any layouts of yourself. I would love to see what other people have decided, what other people have done with the different sets themselves, because this is just one of many different layouts that you can accomplish with these modular sets, and that's part of why I love them so much. It's that whenever LEGO makes a modular system, you really have a chance to be creative with the building blocks provided to you in these sets themselves. And this is just one of many configurations people can make. That's pretty much all I have to say for this one. It is a really, really great big city. Now I think the time has come to actually figure out how on earth I'm integrating this into my LEGO city downstairs in my LEGO room basement.
Here's a spot where it was in my city, and it's become clear to me that to put that and the other components, a lot of changes are gonna have to be made. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna remove the Jurassic Park gateway and just see if we can squeeze things in, but it might be a little bit tricky. Okay, I think the first thing we're gonna have to do here is set the monorail track aside, which is gonna be pretty painful because it took me a while to actually get all this to work, but I think that sacrifices have to be made for progress, and so, ooh, I don't know where that pillar went. I'm gonna guess that was just attached there and sits there, hopefully. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'll set aside our pillars here, set this little Spider Queen vending machine area aside as well, which unfortunately did not have any connection points to connect it up, so I could not include it in the diorama here. And then what we're going to do is just disconnect this part of the monorail and just clear up a working space for us to be able to do our work uninterrupted here. So set that aside there. This whole piece is going to go bye-bye for now. And now we can actually start to move in the main city. And I'm already starting to see that this is not enough space. Let's be real. This is not enough space for this. We're gonna do what we can and see if I can manage to factor everything in. So first, I gotta accomplish the actually pretty difficult task of lifting this off the ground here. The reason why this is so hard is because it isn't really attached all that stably because it is a modular system. Everything's just kind of attached by Technic pins and luck. So wish me luck as I slowly move this up. Ooh, this feels like it's breaking. Oh, I don't like how this feels. This doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel good at all. The roller coaster track is breaking there. Okay. Could have gone worse. Could have gone worse for sure. Okay, so that track is attached. Let me just actually get this attached on here. Ah, man, something has gone wrong with the alignment here. Okay. I think this is on. Ooh, there's a disturbing light gray like building piece on the ground. That's this. I don't know where that went. I don't know where that's from. Well, first I'm gonna remove this because that is just hanging off the table. Try to diagnose where this is from. Oh, that could have been from anywhere. That could be from anywhere. I think though that it belongs here. That was the wobbliest part of it. Yeah. Okay, so that's on. It's starting to become clear to me that my original layout is not going to work here for a number of reasons, but for the big reason that, for one, this is hitting the monorail, which
isn't necessarily a bad thing. We can use it as support structures, but this city is also now already taking up just like all of the space, right? Like there is no space here for anything else for the rest of these city buildings, which is unfortunate because I was kind of hoping against all hope that that would not be the case and I could kind of get away with squeezing this around. I realize now I was being delusional, but man, I now do not know exactly how I'm going to factor in the rest of the city. So I would like to keep this all in one space because that diorama was really cool, how I had it all together. But maybe this is just not going to work in this city layout. Unless I... So there is a Lego Friends district over there. What I'm thinking is I move the Lego Friends district here and work some magic with the space and maybe remove some of the Friends buildings to make it work. But then put it here instead. Is this enough space? It's more space than I have there. It's worth a try. I genuinely think it's worth a try. And like worst case scenario, this is not super hard to put back. So we're gonna take these and move them down for now and see if I can actually manage to figure out a way to integrate this into the mainline city. Okay, so we're gonna get the baby Avengers Tower out there. We definitely don't need that because that is, we already have the big Avengers Tower, so that one doesn't really matter as much anymore. Friends Tower here, move that down, and we've got a number of just Friends buildings, which honestly, not a huge... I want to put the really nice ones in, but for some of them, I could probably leave them out if I really needed to. I would prioritize Monkie Kid, is what I would say. I'll prioritize MK because I do really like that theme in that city. Not that I don't like both, but I do feel like... Okay. This feels more promising to me. I think this is a very promising space. Yeah, this is a very promising space, so let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and steal my building setup here. Oh, I'm gonna have to move this one more time. Oh no, I'm like terrified of moving this because I feel like things are gonna fall off willy-nilly, but okay. Careful, 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 careful. Yeah, this is better. This is way better. Okay. Way better here. I'm trying to put it at an angle too, as long as people don't walk into it. Well, let's see, what did I have here on this side? What did I have on that side? I had this. This is fine. I think this, we can just squeeze in here, and that's okay. The other question is the stuff that goes around. So I wonder if now, if I was able to move all of this in, it's a little bit asymmetrical. That's okay. It's a bit of an asymmetric, weird layout. But that could go there. That works. And then we could take our other component, put that in here. Worry could be when people are walking by, they might hit this, but not a huge deal. Like I think people will avoid it for the most part. Okay, and then we have this other component which sits around here. Okay. We may have to play around with the layout, admittedly. I think this is the hardest part because there's more space here that I feel like is being unused. So maybe I should put things snaking around here. Let's see. Let us see what we can do. Okay. So we've got this here. Now the way this is supposed to work is it goes around like this, which does still work. This actually does still work. I'm curious though if we should change it. I'm curious if we should change this. And the reason for that is because I feel like we are wasting space. This doesn't feel optimized to me. The annoying thing is that this is at an angle and there isn't an easy way to put it at an angle and have it be congruent. Like, I mean, this is fine. It's not bad, like it's okay. I don't know.
This sticking out is a little scary. Maybe if I remove that, that might be better, and then I can put this like... Oh, but there's no attachment point there. That's the issue, wasn't it? Yeah, well, okay, here's an idea. We put this here. Okay, that works. We put the blockade up here. That's fine. That actually works out totally okay. Because then that continues upwards to here, looks like the entrance to the city. And now we have these extra blocks that I feel kind of like wasted, you know? Like I kind of want to use these. So I mean, maybe that's fine. We can put that there, put this here. Oh, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Like this last piece, really perfect if this had an attachment point, but it doesn't. I mean, Well, No, I think we just leave it. I think we just leave this off. I think we can just stick it in here and call it good. I think that's what we gotta do. It's one little piece. It's not gonna be the end of the world. Stick it in here and call it good. So the thing is, this is now at a weird angle. I feel like it does kind of break the grid of the city, and there's a weird like open space here and a weird open space here. But it's okay, maybe? Let me see what happens when I put the Friends Tower in here. Oh, whoa, that separates out. Okay. We could make that work. Kind of covering up one of the buildings though, but we can make that work. You can still see the building. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I do kind of like that. And then, what if we, because the Friends building system is actually the same as this, like the way the two two Technic pins work. We could put this here and have this be like a whole market area. Ooh, I like that. I like that. This is like the entrance to a market. Although now, when you're walking in, you're going to clip this. You're going to clip this, so maybe not here. But there's something workable here. You know what? This is starting to veer into the topic of a city update video, which is not what this video is supposed to be. So I think we're going to wrap this up here, and this is now integrated, for the most part, into my city. In fact, we can actually move the camera around and take a look at just how well integrated it is. So you can see on one side we've got the MK stuff, which is really nice. This is its own little district in my city. On the other side we've got the Ninjago City stuff, and that's its own district. So I feel like having the two districts face each other is actually really nice. And now it's very prominently on display too, which makes me very happy because these are some of my favorite sets ever. I think this is a good place to leave it. I think we'll leave it here, and we'll see if we do anything different in the future. But yeah, I thank you so much for watching this long journey of combining, of reorganizing. I'm pretty happy with where it's at now, but stay tuned because I'm sure there's going to be more city updates coming up in the future. Alright, and with that, we have summed up our look at the combined city for LEGO Monkey Kid. All three major sets, plus all the side buildings combined into one. Now, of course, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this combination? Do you like the official configuration? Can you think of a better way that these all come together? For me, it's very, very satisfying to actually see all of these come together, especially after we've been wanting this for so long to have a full-on LEGO Monkey Kid city. But I hope that this is not the end, and LEGO will still keep doing this because I love these sets. I think they're fantastic, and I really hope that LEGO will continue to expand the system. And with that, we've summed up this combination video. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming away very soon, and bye for now.